Dragon Astro requests an excerpt from Lamb to the Slaughter by Roland. I don't know how to say his name. Dahl. Roald? Roald? Close enough. Okay, one page. We can get through one page, sure. Rolled. Interesting. Roll. Roald. Okay. And he told her. It didn't take long. 4 or 5 minutes at most, and she sat still through it all, watching him with puzzled horror. So there it is, he added. And I know it's a tough time to be telling you this, but there simply wasn't any other way. Of course, I'll give you money and see that you're taken care of, but there really shouldn't be any problem. I hope not, in any case. It wouldn't be very good for my job. The first instinct was not to believe any of it. She thought that perhaps she'd imagined the whole thing. Perhaps, if she acted as though she had not heard him, she would find out none of it had ever really happened. I'll fix some supper, she whispered. When she walked across the room, she couldn't feel her feet touching the floor. Couldn't feel anything except a slight sickness. She did everything without thinking. Went downstairs to the freezer, took hold of the first object she found. She lifted it out and looked at it. It was wrapped in paper, so she took off the paper and looked at it again. A leg of lamb. All right, then. They would have lamb for supper. She carried it upstairs, held the thin end with both her hands. She went into the living room, saw him standing by the window with his back to her, stopped. I've already told you, he said. Don't make supper for me. I'm going out. At that point, Mary Maloney simply walked up behind him, and without any pause, she swung the big frozen leg of lamb high in the air and brought it down as hard as she could on the back of his head. She might as well have hit him with a steel bar. She stepped back, waiting. And the strange thing was that he remained standing there for at least 4 or 5 seconds. Then he crashed into the carpet. The violence of the crash, the noise, the small table overturning, helped to bring her out of the shock. She came out slowly, feeling cold and surprised, and she stood for a few minutes looking at the body, still holding the piece of meat tightly with both hands. All right, she told herself. So I've killed him. It was extraordinary, now, how clear her mind became all of a sudden. She began thinking very fast. As the wife of a detective, she knew what the punishment would be. It made no difference to her. In fact, it would be a relief. On the other hand, what about the baby? What were the laws about murderers with unborn children? Did they kill them both? Mother and child? Did they wait until the baby was born? What did they do? Mary Maloney didn't know, and she wasn't prepared to take a chance. All right, that would be the excerpt. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Dot. Sorry, Kindle, we never really got another decision to make, but if you're around next Thursday, then if one pops up, it's still yours if you want it. Thank you, Ray. It was nice seeing you, too. All right, everybody. That'll be it for tonight. You all have a wonderful couple days. We'll be streaming as usual on Wednesday, and then I'll be streaming again Thursday. Hopefully, I'll be able to talk. Good night, everybody.